So, welcome back everybody. And today's video is gonna be a tutorial video on navigation. So this video is divided in two parts. In first, I'll teach you how to use the FMC, Flight Management Computer, and secondly, I'll teach you how to use this navigation instrument. So I really hope that you are excited and let's get started. Alright, so let's choose Lufthansa A350 for our flight today. And today's flight will be from Frankfurt to India. So Frankfurt is where Lufthansa lives and India is where I live. Alright, so there we are, a beautiful looking Airbus A350 and the very modern cockpit of it. So now before we start our flight, obviously we need to plan a flight, and that is done by the flight management computer, the FMC. So to start our open FMC, first you have to click here on the Earth icon. So there we are. This is our map and this is our FMC. So as you can see right now, the map is kind of small. I mean it's covered by the FMC. So if you want to remove the FMC for some time, click on this button. So now the map is big and it's convenient for using. Alright, so now let's move on how to use the FMC. So as you can see right now we have a flight plan from Frankfurt to India. And let's edit the departure route. So as you can see, right now this is our departure route and we are going to be taking off from runway 18. So we are this pink plane and our plane is parked at gate number 106. And if you see, runway 07 center is more close to gate number 106 compared to runway 18. So if you want to take off from a different runway, so in this case we want to take off from runway 07 center. So we need to edit that in our FMC. Plus we also need to edit our departure route. Because if you take off from a different runway, obviously you will have to turn in different direction. Because different runway are in different directions as you can see. Alright, so first of all we need to open our FMC obviously. And now I'm going to show you how to edit the departure route. So as you can see here it is written DEP, that stands for departure. So click on it and something like this will open. So this is the list of runways available for takeoff and runway numbers are written in brackets. So we need 07 center. Alright, so where is 07 center? There we go. Alright, so as you can see right now, the departure runway is selected as runway 18. And now to change to 07 center, you have to click here and then on select. So as you saw, now our departure runway is 07 center. Also we got a new flight route as you can see. Now we have to turn right and then left. But wait, why do we need to turn towards the right if we want to continue normally straight? I mean see, we can go like this also, directly straight. And to do that, we have to remove this waypoint. So here in our FMC, we have a list of many waypoints. Because our whole flight plan is made up of many. And you can remove any one of them. I'll show you how. So for example, take this weird departure route. So all these waypoints are useless. Because if we can go straight like this, why to take turn towards the left? So let me show you how to remove all these useless waypoints. So first of all, you have to zoom in and click on the waypoint. And that will show you the name of the waypoints. So for example, I want to remove this one. So what's the name? Odaga. So now open your FMC and find Odaga. So there we go, I found Odaga. So now click on it and then click here on remove. So as you saw, that useless waypoint is gone. And in a similar way, you can remove all the useless waypoints. So there we go. Now as you can see, there is a straight line and we are going to head straight towards our destination. So now our life is lot more easy. Okay guys, so now let me show you how to edit arrival or approach route. So as you can see, we are going to be landing on runway 09. And the way to runway 09 is very weird as you can see. So the first way to edit is very simple. As departure route, just remove the useless waypoints. So there we go. So as you can see, now we are gonna come straight and land instead of turning around here and there. So now let me show you how to change the runway for landing. So first of all, open your FMC, then click here on APP. So as you can see, this is the list of runways available for landing. So for example, if you want to choose runway 14 for landing,
click.
So as you can see, this long list has appeared now. So all of them are different routes for just the same runway. So you can choose any one of them randomly and select. But honestly, this will make things more and more complicated. Just look at this. So if you choose a new runway, you have to edit the approach route by yourself. So as you can see, now we have a different runway and the simple approach route. So now let me show you how to get a new runway and not a new complicated approach route. So click here on APP, then choose the runway which you want, and finally click on None. So as you can see, we got a very simple approach route to our desired runway. So as you can see, we are getting very simple approach routes by clicking on None. Alright guys, so finally we completed everything about the FMC. Now let's see how to use the navigation instrument. Wow, that was amazing. So this is our navigation display. And this yellow thing is our plane. Okay, so now we are on the runway and as you can see, the flight plan has appeared here. So using this navigation display is very simple. Basically, this navigation display shows everything which is in your flight plan, in your map. So in the map you can see this pink line and in your navigation display you can see this green line. In the map you can see the next waypoint is RID and you can see the same thing in your navigation display. So navigation display is kind of the replication of a map. Alright, so now let's talk about some extra things of this navigation display. So this GS which you can see, that's called ground speed. Ground speed is the speed relative to the ground. Besides it is TAS. TAS is true airspeed. Now both of these speeds are not important for flying in RFS. The speed which you have to consider is this one right here. Now this is basically the speed of winds flowing over your wings. So ground speed you have to use when you are on the ground and this one you have to use when you are in the air. Here you can see the next waypoint which you can also see here in the center. So you can see this button right here.
Click.
Then from here you have to go to nav settings and on the top you can see the range option. So if you slide it up and down, you can zoom in and zoom out like the map. So now as you can see, when I zoomed out, we are able to see more waypoints on the same screen. Alright, so now these numbers and lines which you can see, they are the distances. So any waypoint which is within this line, that is 16 nautical miles away. And same for all. And here on the top, you can see the more accurate distance from your next waypoint. So here it is 15.1 nautical miles. And by the way, I have no idea about these two things. Do let me know in the comments if you know what it is. So finally guys, here, this is the wind speed and this is the wind direction. And this is a small little arrow which basically gives you a better idea of the wind direction. Okay, so now we are taking off and let's see how the navigation display works. So as you could see, everything is perfectly working. Alright guys, so that was everything about flight planning and navigation. I really hope that you learned something today, and if you did, then don't forget to like and subscribe for more these kind of epic videos. So I'll catch you guys in some other video. Until then, take care.